because you don't need that negativity, girl. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm April and this is my channel, Living in Her Own Lane. And today's video is a coffee chatter where I just sit down and have some coffee with you and chat about something, some type of topic. If that interests you, go get you some coffee or some water or tea or whatever you want to drink. Come on back, I'll wait for you and we'll sit down and talk. Today's topic is all about 2020, but before we get to 2020, we have to talk about 2019. So today's coffee chatter is all about 2019. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below, comment, thumbs up, share this video. Anyhow, that's enough plugs. But let's get back to topic at hand, 2019. So before you go into a new, fresh, untainted new year, let's reflect on 2019. So I want to throw some questions your way for you guys to reflect on this next week. Today is Friday. Tomorrow marks 1 week into December already, which is crazy. So next Friday we'll talk about 2020 and goals and all that jazz. So in this next week I want you to reflect on your year and ask yourself some questions. And the first question to reflect on is, what major life changes happened this year? Was there any moves? Was there any babies? Was there any marriages, divorces, new jobs, new hobbies? What major life changes happened this year? And how did they make you feel? Are you completely over them? Have you forgiven? Are you excited about them? Do you want those changes to continue? How are you going to improve on them? So that is a question to ponder on, to reflect on your new year. I don't think there's any major things that happened to me this year. There was no weddings or any major things that have happened. I think the only major thing that has happened is we did a lot of projects this year, a lot of home improvement projects, which we are really greatly benefiting from and very grateful that we did them. The second question to reflect on is, did you travel? What did you see? Where did you go? We did not do any traveling this year. We didn't go anywhere. We didn't see anything. We did go to the zoo this year, which was so fun. I got to handle a baby kangaroo, which was my favorite. Oh, she was so sweet. I loved her. The third question to reflect on is, who came into your life and who went out of your life? Friends, relationships, what kind of things did you build this year in relationship department? And what kind of friends did you lose this year? Did you end up reconciling? Did you end up forgiving? Have you really said thankful and grateful for the relationships that have came into your life? I have grown very close to a few people this year and I'm very thankful for them and our relationship. And I look forward to growing those relationships in the future year to come. I've also had a few relationships fall apart or change or diminish, and I've learned a lot from that as well. So just look at those and reflect on those and what have you learned and what have you gained. The next question I want you to reflect on are, what is your absolute high of this year and what is your absolute low of this year? And just reflecting on them gives you a type of gauge of what more, like your highs of this year, what can you carry that high over until next year, and how can you implement those highs into next year. And those lows, how can you make sure that those lows of this year do not carry over into next year, because you don't need that negativity, girl. The next thing to reflect on is your lessons learned. Oh, this year has been a lot of personal growth and development in myself. So I have went through, 2019 has been a year of growth. And I have learned a lot of life lessons this year that I am so grateful for. I feel like they were a long time coming, but they did happen. So that's good. So reflect on what have you learned this year and what can you take into next year. The next thing to reflect on is growth. What kind of personal growth did you do this year? And what kind of growth do you want to implement into next year? This is a big one for me. This was a year of growth for me. And I'm taking a lot of that into next year. And a lot of that will set me up for my intentions or goals for next year. So reflect on that with your cup of coffee this morning or tomorrow morning or the next week on what kind of growth do you want to do. The next thing to reflect on to close out this new year is your finances. Where are they currently sitting? Where is your debt and income ratio at? Where do you want to see it next year this time? Make a plan for that. Make a budget, make a savings, make goals in finance department for next year. Another thing I want to reflect on is health and fitness. Take an inventory of your body. How are you feeling? How are your clothes feeling? Do you need to lose some weight? Do you need to tone up? Do you need some more cardio? And for me, the answer to all those is yes, yes, and yes. And so next year, I really am going to focus on that part of my life, is my health and wellness. I have been putting that on the back burner for quite a long time, and I think it's time that I deal with that. Also, this is a great time to make all of your health appointments. Dentist, a physical, eye doctor, gynecologist, chiropractor. You need to make those appointments in the next week. The next thing we would like to reflect on is, did you make any big purchases? A new car this year, a new house. Our biggest purchase this year was our fence. We got in we put a new fence in all by ourselves. It's not perfect, but it's amazing and it looks really good and I love it. So that's the big purchase that we did this year. Let me know down in the comments what your big purchase was this year. How did it make you feel? How does it continue to make you feel? And do you have a list of any big purchases you want to make next year? And the last thing I want you to reflect on for this closing out of 2019 is to reflect on the moments that happened, because those are priceless. So what was your favorite moments? What was your fun moments? What was your most proud moments? The most romantic moments? And just sit with those for a little bit and just feel the gratitude of those moments, and how can you move those moments over to 2020 and make more of those moments. So the last thing I want to sit here and ponder and reflect on is, what is the one word you would use to describe your year? And mine is growth. I did a tremendous amount of growth this year. I still have some growth to do. I think we all have growth to do every day and every year and every month. But I have grown so much. And next year, I am focusing on the me aspect of it all, and taking care of me and my needs and my wants and my desires and my dreams. So 2020 will be mine, and it could be yours too. So come back tomorrow, or come back next Friday to have a coffee chatter about next year and how to set goals and all the different types of goals and all the 2020 stuff. So in order to do that, hit the subscribe button down below, the post notification bell, ding that. That will let you know when I post new videos like so that you will be able to catch them all. So yeah, that is all. Let me know in the comments down below, how was your 2019? What was your highs? What was your lows? What did you learn? Did you have any personal growth? Did you lose anybody? Did you lose any relationships? Did you gain any new relationships? Let me know all of the summary of 2019 down below. I love to read those stuff. And enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys back here again Monday. Bye guys.